Welcome back to a brand new Disney Heroes Battle Mode video. Now, I was asked a fantastic question in yesterday's video, which I thought I would cover for today's video because it is quite a nice question. So you'll see it up on the screen here as well as I'm talking. But Darren Bryce said, he recently found my videos, legend, and I've watched a few, legend. For someone who's fairly new to this game, having only recently gotten one yellow character, so he's recently got one yellow character presumably to yellow 0. So for example, let's put Gerald up. What is the best progression for powering up? I don't play on server 1, and mods seem impossible to get. So he's not on server 1. Now, server 1 doesn't particularly make anything easier to unlock. I guess I should first start just by sort of addressing the servers. Server 1 gets everything first and gets higher of everything, but it doesn't make it easier because you've got to consider the level that everybody's on. Server 1's been going for 3 years, so we've technically got 3 years into the game. So they try and balance it out a little bit. So you might see that when deals come up for me or packs or bits of events come up for me, I get more stuff. But it's only to scale with the level. Because if I was getting the same stuff as someone like server 20, it just wouldn't even touch the surface. I mean, most of the rewards and things we get now are way too low for my level. And the main issue I have with this, Darren, is it's the level cap increasing is out of control. Because they never give you time to actually stop and get all your characters leveled up. I've only got this many characters leveled up because, I'll be honest, I do spend a bit on stamina. And I've played for a while. So just wanted to get that out of the way. So yeah, he doesn't play on server 1 and mods seem impossible to get. Maybe a video on what to prioritize and when in regards to powering up heroes. Disc bits seem very, very slow and cost one of another hero chip unless you buy them from the store, unless I'm missing some other way to get them. So disc bits, okay, let's start this from the top. So boom, we go into heroes, and I want to level up one of my, I've just got to yellow, what's my thought? So if I just got to yellow, and when I approach these videos, I always like to kind of consider that you want to level up 5 characters because that's a team. So I'm not going to give you any like characters which you should be working on, but I'm just going to go over and kind of give you a gist of how you can get 5 characters leveled up. Now, I need to say to you now, and I do want everyone to comment down below and let me know their techniques or if I'm missing anything, you know, it's all open. No one's going to be judged. Just let me know what you think. Even if it's something stupid, just let me know. So we're going to look at 5 characters. We've got Bolt, Zeus, Ariel, Ducky and Bunny, and Sisu. Now, these are kind of my versions of your yellows. These are the characters I'm trying to work on more than anything. So, how do I get all of these characters up to a good stage? Now, of course, the easiest way, and I do have to say this because it is a free-to-play game, is of course taking advantage of some of the stamina deals. Now, again, I know this isn't particularly what you asked for, but you have to take into consideration this is a free-to-play game, and the easiest way to get anywhere is obviously a little bit of money. So I'm not telling you to spend money, that's completely up to you, do what you want to do. But of course, that's why I am so high up, because once a month I do tend to treat myself to a £4 pack when there's a double drop event. So that leads me into the events. So every so often in the game, there'll be events, like double port, double trials. So one of the easiest ways to progress in this is when there is a double port event, use all of your resets. And what I mean by that, make sure your difficulty is maxed out on port and trials. You raid it. And if it was a double drop, you click get more, then you'd use as many of these as you can, and then you're getting loads. And of course, a VIP level does help for quick leveling up as well. That's why I was getting ×2. So actually I get ×4 in a double drop event. So take advantage of events. Again, most of these tips are very straightforward, but that is going to allow you to get the most out of your stats and supplies. Take advantage of those double drop events. It's really going to help you on the port, trials, and raiding. And of course, the most important event in the game is the double drop event when it comes to badges. So that's when I recommend that you convert all of your diamonds into stamina. If you've got stamina resets in your basket, use those. Dun 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 dun. Reset. Dun 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 dun. Reset. Bada bum bum. Reset. Bada bum. Get thousands of stamina, and then just max out those 5 characters as far as you can. That is the easiest thing that you can do with leveling up a character. Just wait for events. Don't get greedy. Don't try and power level. Just save. Now, I know I don't do it much, but save all of these for double drop. Accumulate like 500, 600 stamina potions, then use a bag if you have one, or if it becomes a double drop event, you go in hard on those stamina potions, and that's really going to bring all of your characters' levels up. And of course, before you do a big raiding spree, it's nice to use the double campaign drops and the double gold drops just to balance out the scales a little bit. So that's kind of the importance of raiding, to get your characters up the actual colours. And of course, if you do happen to have some badge booster crates as well, it's important to power through those as quickly as possible. So I'm not telling you particularly much more than you should already know, but just save everything for those double drop events. There is no, so one of the important things I need you to take from this video is there is no easy way, apart from the double drop events really, to actually level up quickly. So just bear that in mind. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not particularly doing anything right. It's just the way this game is. There's so many heroes, there's so many yellow levels, and it's very difficult to actually keep on top of everything. So don't let that get to you. Just kind of keep going at your pace as long as you're enjoying the game, to be honest with you. So that's kind of the hero element. Then he said disc bits seem very, very low and slow. Now, I've played this game for a very long time, and I don't actually ever particularly end up using many disc bits. Now, you can see that I've got 3.86 million. Now, there's really only 2 ways, kind of free, to get the disc bits. So again, you're probably not actually doing anything wrong. So the most important and easiest way, now although you don't get a lot, it does start to stack up. So ever since they kind of rejigged the missions, you might not know about the old one if you just started playing, so I won't get into that. Ever since they've rejigged the missions, you can stack rewards. So you can see here that this is 23 hours of rewards. And these ones here, where it's the plus 100, oh, I did not mean to do that. These ones here is where it's the plus 100s, guys. You can see that these are stacking. So every 2 hours, that's 2 hours, I'm getting 100. And then they get added into here. So you can just forget about the game for like a weekend or a week if you happen to not play it. And they keep stacking up. And that's a very, very easy way to actually be able to take that away. So then I'm going to claim that. So you can see I got 8,000 there. 8,700, that's not a lot, but I got it for doing nothing. So the most important thing to do here is, of course, make sure you've got all of your badge missions on for the characters that you want to level up and just leave them going. So you can see at the moment I've only actually got 3 going. And then you come into here and you add loads of 2-hour ones. So there you go. You can see that's 2 hours 47. So you start that, sticks another mission in. Then you go, then you go to somebody. So that you basically want to fill that up with as many as you can. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So every 3 hours, I'm getting 1,400, basically. So that's the easiest way to get the badge bits. Now, they never actually do any events which affect the missions, but make sure you've got a good plus 100 stack of missions in there. So that's the most important bit there. And of course, if you are going to work on a character in the future, or there's a character you might want to work on. So for example, obviously yesterday I was messing around with Mary. What would be good to do, which I haven't actually got to her correct level yet, would be, because I want to upgrade the disc with these guys here to get the hex to counter Zeus, it would be good to put them on their mission, which I actually am going to do now, so I can start to level it up. Now, the thing is with that disc, you don't actually really need to level this one up, but my point is that I can do that, then I can walk away and leave it. So I can come back in a week's time when I've worked on Mary, for example, and then I know for a fact that I'll have some of the discs ready and I can pop a disc up a few times. So as you can see, I haven't actually had to equip that one yet because I haven't completed the mission, but that's kind of a good start there for you guys to kind of go off. So yeah, that's the best way to get disc bits. And of course, if you need disc bits in a hurry, you can push into the campaign and go into the, when it loads, go into the campaign, maybe chapter 50, and you should have some levels which you can actually raid. I cleared these out quite a while ago when a contest came up. So actually, funnily enough, you're not seeing many on there which are infected, because I did actually clear them all out. And infected stages actually take quite a while to appear, which I always found quite annoying. So funnily enough, I'm actually not getting any infected stages. So, but you can use these, which spawn infected stages. So yeah, I've got a few infected stages now. So there we go. And that's going to give you, so if I raid one of these, here we go, look, that's giving me 2,200 just from that. So there's a bit of a easy way to approach that as well, guys. So that's the kind of way to getting your badge bits. Now, he said disc bits seem very hard to get, cost one of another hero chip. Yep. So those are your disc bits. Well, actually, I might be calling those the incorrect thing. Disc power, sorry. So the disc bits is literally what they both cover themselves. Simple, just like that. So the disc bits, do what I said. Make sure you backlog doing these because they're not easy to get. And then you might get to the stage where you've actually got a load of speed ups saved up. So then you could just do it in one second. But it does, of course, take character shards. So you need to be planning backwards a little bit. You need to consider the amount of character shards that you have, why you have them, and who you're going to work on. And obviously, it's good to come into the mega market and buy the stamina each time as well. That's just a quick throwaway bit of advice for you there. But so obviously, you can see that you can buy character shards in each shop. Now that's going to help you upgrade the characters you need badge bits on. So just kind of keep that in your mind when you're buying people, that does help with the badge bits. And then of course, another important thing to take note of is probably one of the most important shops in my opinion that you can actually work on. And it's the memory market. Now this is the easiest place. Now you're only going to get shards for characters that you're using and have unlocked memory discs for. So what you could technically do is pre-plan this and not unlock loads of discs, and then you're only going to get the shards for the heroes you need to level up. So as you can see, I'm just buying a few sort of random ones here, but this is the easiest way to get disc bits. Now there isn't like a cheat or an ultimate tip. These are just kind of general things, Darren, which I hope you kind of take away and keep note of ways that can help you kind of speed through your leveling, your badges. So you've got the port and trials, do that on double, save stamina potions in bulk, use them all on a double drop event. Obviously with skills, make sure you upgrade, you pop on the game every hour to upgrade max out skills because that just takes a while. This power, make sure you've got a load queued up, do a load of infected stages, and make sure you're using the memory market shop. I hope that kind of gives you a bit of a breakdown on on what you should be focusing on. There's technically not any wrong or right answers. Do not be disheartened when you're not leveling up quick enough. Most of the people you see above you have put in hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So just keep that up in here when you're getting annoyed, like when you enter the arena mode or something, which I do quite often, and see an absolutely ridiculous team. It's nice to know that they've probably spent an absolutely ungodly amount of money, and then but you can feed your family for a month of what they spent. So maybe you've made a better choice. But you can see here what I mean: 300, 300, 300, 300, all maxed out. It does become a little bit daunting when you're looking in the arena, but yeah, the arena is always quite a good place to look as well to actually find good teams to use. But there we go, guys. I hope that's helped you, Darren. You're an absolute legend. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. I'm glad you all are. If you do want to help support the channel, click that join button, guys, and become a member. Get a little sexy icon next to your name, and I'll see you, legends, in the next one.